is this very unusual looking putter, which has a tiny little sweet spot on, and the name of a very famous golfer, a legend of the game, an incredible golf club, or is it expensive trash? The IB putter sweet spot. IB standing for Ivan Ballesteros. Now this is Sevi's nephew who's designed this golf club. Now, Ivan apparently spent a lot of time with Sevi, certainly in the last 15 years of his life, and has now come up with this golf club, which is very, very, very unusual looking. As I mentioned, it's got the tiniest little sweet spot. In fact, the putter face alone is actually smaller than a golf ball. Like, look at that. The golf ball is bigger than the actual face. You can use it right hand, left-handed if you need to. And what I'm interested in here is, because it's very unusual looking, one, does it work? Is it almost more like a training aid, or can it be a practical putter? This putter at the moment is exclusively on sale at American Golf for the price of, you ready for this? £349. So it's not cheap. And the reviews at the moment aren't particularly great. One of the reviews has ranked it 2 out of 5 and says it's great for short putts, but terrible on long putts. And I can kind of imagine that. Like, if you're slightly off, imagine how horrendous the result could be. So we're here at the Marriott Windsor Park, a beautiful sunny day. I'm here with the sweet spot Ivan Ballesteros golf design putter. Let's give it a roll. Let's give it a review. Here, my honest opinion. It's one of the most unusual looking putters I've ever seen. And also, because of the shape, the technology story, it's supposed to swing much more like a pendulum, more back and forth, which I kind of get actually. Yeah, it kind of resembles more like the arm of a grandfather clock compared to a more traditional answer style putter. And also these white lines on top with the kind of black contrasting head are supposed to be much easier to line up. Kind of hold the very first putt. I like the putter grip, kind of like that slightly thicker grip. It actually feels like it gets thicker towards the bottom end. First ever putt with the Ivan Ballesteros putter. Got to really focus. That's a nasty lip out. You've really, what's mad about this putter? On that very first, I feel like I'd never put so much concentration into a putt. Like, I was fully focused, because if I don't hit right in the middle of the club face, I could be made to look like a right fool. I know I do that a lot on my own, but I've really got to concentrate. For me, it feels like there's no margin for error. Now, as I mentioned, I've actually seen training aids like this before, where even an iron head or a driver head where they make it tiny, tiny, tiny. But this is supposed to be a regulation putter. It's not supposed to be just a training aid. It's supposed to be used in real life. Also, here at the Marriott Windsor Park today, there's a bit of a charity golf day on. There's some string because we've got a putting comp going on later on. We might have a little go at that in a bit as well. Let's hit some more putts and just really get to understand this putter. Got a lot of questions at the moment, and none of the answers seem very clear to me. Okay, so I've set up a bit of a ladder drill here, because what I'm quite interested to find out, I think on these short ones, this putter's not going to be a problem. But I honestly feel like as I get further and further back, and maybe the last one might show this, I honestly think if this does not hit the middle, it's going to be a disaster. Like, you're going to see one of the worst shots I've ever hit with a putter. I'm also going to try some really long putts where you've really got to give it a go. You know me, I like putting off the green even. Might hit some shots off the green and see even how it performs there. But let's see, with this ladder drill, we've got 7 balls. Let's see how many we can hole. Even from here, it's not exactly inspiring. I don't feel like I'm guaranteed to get this one in. I mean, I've managed to obviously get it in, but it doesn't fill me with confidence. Three out of 3. Might be the greatest putt I've ever used. Go! Oh, that's, I suppose that again, just like the first 6 were 5 were brilliant, by the way. But even then, just as I started to swing it further back, I just felt like more things can go wrong. Move that one out of the way. Let's see if I can hold this last one. This is that range where, I don't know, I just feel like more things can go wrong. Oh, that was unlucky. Gee, that was really unlucky. Nice roll though, I've got to give you that. Really good roll. Okay, I've decided to do something drastic here. I've actually got this in my bag at the moment, the Lab DF3. Just testing it out, just giving it a whirl. These putters could not be any more different if they tried. I mean, I was looking before, this one practically fits into the to the hole of the other one. Anyway, don't be rude, Rick.
Oh, I get it.
And you know what? Big putters have had great success in the last few years. Like, you look at the incredible success TaylorMade spiders have had. Like, even world number 1 at the moment, Scotty Scheffler's using a spider and transformed his game. 2-ball putters were huge back in the day. The pin crazy putter, if you remember them. Having that bigger footprint, that bigger head, just allows, if you don't hit the middle, still there to be that level of forgiveness. You know, the ball's still gonna do a job. Where you look at that in comparison, you just cannot miss the middle of the club face. But in its defense, do you focus a bit more with this one? Does it draw your attention more to hitting the sweet spot? Like, aim small, miss small. So, you know, who you're saying, if you're going for a dartboard and you went for the bullseye, you're gonna get somewhere close rather than just trying to hit the board. Where this one just can hit anywhere. But is that a good thing? Who knows? Right, let's hit for some putts. I'm gonna go with the Ivan Ballesteros putter first. A little bit short, but I wouldn't be too disappointed. Get up there. As I've started to go further back, that's definitely, again, filling me with less confidence. Like, as that putter's starting to swing, I'm still hitting it in the middle, I am. But I'd like to think, someone who's played golf for most of my life, I should be able to hit the middle of that. But I do know for sure, for a lot of golfers, and I've played with a lot of them, they would not be able to hit the middle of that putter. Right, this, however, what a contrast. I have reviewed this properly. If you want to check it out, be sure to check out the Hit channel. This feels like, I can't miss with it. Oh, you know, even if I try and hit this on the toe, almost purposely hit the toe, like, the results are still there. I mean, none of them are great, none of them are terrible. They're all just okay. Let's hit some much longer putts. I think that's where we're going to really test this Ballesteros putter. We've now come really, really long. The full length of this putting green, I don't know how long this is, probably 60 feet, 70 feet. This is where, I don't know, I'm feeling nowhere near as confident from this range. Like, this is going to be a full hit with a putter pretty much. Oh my goodness. It's like, it'd be like standing on a first tee and hitting with a driver head that's just the same size as the golf ball. Like, yes, it focuses your attention, but under any nerves or pressure, it could be so easy to miss center on this. Right, let's hit these 6 putts. Let's see how close we can get. Oh, not bad actually. I mean, I absolutely hit that perfectly in the sweet spot. Could not have been better. Is it always going to happen? No. Look at that. That is absolutely awful. That is awful. I literally hit the side of the putter face. And bearing in mind, I'm talking the difference between that was smack bang in the middle, the last one hit probably there. Like, that's how little I'm talking. On long putts, I mean, that's embarrassing. Someone was walking past a minute ago there, laughing at me. Going, I'm sure that's that guy off YouTube. And then literally seeing me hit a shot that didn't even get halfway. Now I feel like I've got it in my head a bit. That's not a bad recovery putt. It's a very good recovery putt, but it feels like it's in the back of my head. And now the wind started to pick up as well, which is making it even harder to judge. Oh, these are, from this range, these aren't great. Like, I wouldn't have, I'd probably get 1-2 putts so far. I just know, I mean, that's not got there either. I just know for the average golfer, they would just really struggle with this putter. I mean, like I say, I had hope for it. I did. This video started really positively. We saw some incredible results on the short ones, but these long ones, you've got to be so accurate. And let's be honest, golf is hard enough as it is. That's not a bad one. I think it's a good training aid, but not for £350. I think it could help benefit some golfers, certainly on the short ones, when they need to get a bit more attention. But unless you're willing to carry 2 putters around with you, one for short putts, one to long putts, I don't see this working. Sorry, Ivan and the Ballesteros family, but this is a no from me. It's a shame.